Hey guys, welcome to the Global Business Leaders series on the Chamber Guide. I'm Francis Michael, your host, and today we are delving deep into the world of agri-food logistics and sustainability. Our platform is dedicated to bringing you the latest insights from leaders in business and sustainable practices. We are thrilled to have a special guest, Alessandro Bonfiglioli, the CEO of CAAB S.p.A, a company that's revolutionizing the agri-food sector in Bologna and beyond. Alessandro brings a wealth of experience from his tenure at Alessi Group to his current role at the helm of one of Italy's most innovative food logistics centers. We are set to uncover how CAAB is shaping the future of food distribution in a sustainable and technologically advanced way. Alessandro, it's great to have you with us.
Thank you. My pleasure. Good morning, everybody.
Thank you. Alessandro, let's begin by talking a little bit about global tensions and food logistics. With recent global tensions in focus, such as fluctuating geopolitical dynamics impacting global trade routes, how do you see these geopolitical issues impacting the landscape of global food logistics, and how is CAAB adapting to these changes?
Yeah, it's clear to all of us that in the last years, all the geopolitical effect has strongly challenged the global supply chain in all the sectors. In the food sector particularly, we face a lot of interruption and disruption of the supply chain. And in fact, what we did in the past was to continue investing in global, but also in local supply chain. We have particularly profiting about our local network when it was really difficult or very expensive to access to the global chain. So we keep investing also in our local supply and distribution, and has been for us a very good long-term strategy.
Right. Economic landscapes can be turbulent, with interest rates on the rise and CEOs expressing concerns over long-term business viability amid tech and climate pressures. As indicated in the latest PwC Global CEO Survey, how is CAAB charting its course for growth and investment in this dynamic financial environment?
We try to have a long-term approach to investment. It's clear that higher interest rate requires to be much more selective on investment decision. But it's also true that a few years ago, in 2020, 2021, the situation was completely different. We could access to low material cost and very high, close to zero interest rates. So what we did, in fact, has been to anticipate some investment even during the first part of the COVID-19 pandemic in beginning of 2020, when it was really easy to access to suppliers that were almost shutting down some operation because of the pandemic. The materials were very, very low, the exchange rate very interesting, and the interest rate low. So what we did was to anticipate some investment, and in the last 2 years, in 2022 and 2023, when the situation was completely different, higher cost, difficult supply chain, higher interest rate, we simply benefit from the investment we have already done before. And we are also considering to postpone some of the investment when the economical situation will be more favorable. But we don't stop completely the investment. So we continue to do what we think was strategic, was necessary to have a complete flow in our business processes.
Thanks for that. Now, let's touch on China for a moment. China remains a complex and evolving market. In light of the current economic openness and foreign investment potential highlighted by Chinese leaders, can you share how CAAB is adjusting to these changes, especially in terms of supply chain resilience and expansion?
Yeah, we start working with a Chinese partner more than 10 years ago. So we had quite a strong relation in place. We exchanged information. We did project in Shanghai, in Beijing. So we have a very strong relation in the food landscape with the Chinese and government company there. So we are again continue working with our partners in order to exchange best practice information. There is in China a very deep interest in wealth food and wealth safety and wealth security. So we can continue exchange with our partner information. We are looking also to expand our activity there.
Right. Let's touch on future-proofing agri-food. In today's world, sustainability is paramount. I'm sure you agree with me there.
Absolutely.
As companies are increasingly accepting lower returns for climate-friendly investments, how is CAAB ensuring the sustainability of its agri-food operations? And also, could you highlight some innovative practices you're employing for a greener future?
Also, in this case, we are running in a longer term shape that we designed many years ago. We started to create one, which is still today one of the largest photovoltaic plant on ceiling, more than 15 megawatt potential installed in 2010. So 14 years ago, we had this vision. At that time, energy was for the company the second cost in the P&L. So the second cost in the P&L after the depreciation was energy. Today, energy represents for us the third line in profit. So sustainable from the environmental point of view, but also from the economy. So we try to keep the two things together. I strongly believe that sustainability from environment and economic is not one against the other, but can go further together. 10 years ago, we did a project in water. We used a lot of water in our activity, and we realized that we don't need to use potable water for everything. Or better, we need potable water only for 3% of our activity. So what we did was to create a central to use rough water for the industrial utilization, which is much less expensive, but also much less energy consuming to generate. And we still use today only the 3% of potable water for what is really needed. Again, sustainable from the environment, but also from the economic point of view. The rough water costs 1/10 of potable water. And so on. We did a similar project for waste. We did similar project for. We realized also that some of our waste, we have a lot of organic waste, is not a problem. Is a source of energy again. So we are now working on a cogeneration biodigester implant to use this kind of waste and so and so. So you can discover step by step new opportunities if you have a mind open enough.
Exactly. I've been speaking to quite a number of people in Indonesia. In fact, I just came back from Jakarta yesterday. I had a meeting with the Secretary General of the Association of Nickel Mining in Jakarta. I also had a meeting with one of the top guys in the oil and gas industry in Jakarta as well. Now, we were talking about the issue of greenwashing. What is your opinion on that?
Is a phenomenon still too large. Right. Now with the recent ESG direction from the financial, from the institution, everywhere, it seems that green is necessary to have in all paper. I see a lot of paper and not too much action really in place.
Yeah.
So I think from the institutional government should be more restrictive on analyzing what people is really declaring on that.
Yeah, thank you. Now, let's talk about digital transformation and logistics. Digital transformation is sweeping across industries with generative AI expected to significantly change business models in the near future. How is CAAB leveraging technology and data-driven solutions to optimize its supply chain, enhance efficiency, and meet evolving customer demands?
Um, Agriculture is considered, wrongly, in my opinion, a very traditional industrial sector. Isn't.
Mhm.
You can and you should, and even we have to apply to agriculture the most advanced technology because we are in a world of more and more population with the same resources. So the only solution we have for the future is to be more efficient in food production to sustain the growth of the global population. So what we did in the past was exactly in this direction. We tried to apply some technology already normal in other industrial sector, like the just-in-time logistic to agriculture. Agriculture needs to have a fast logistic process flow, the life cycle of the material, in particular in the summer season, is shorter. So if you would be very efficient in the logistic, in the frozen chain, you should save money and also reduce the waste and become more effective. So it's exactly what we did. We apply just-in-time logistic, probably as a first in the world, to the logistic distribution center, and we continue invest in the system to become more and more efficient, reducing the lead time, reducing the time transfer, and we have been able to increase and to multiply by 3 the quantity of staff per square meter, which is a very
Mhm.
important in my opinion.
Right. With that being said, can you maybe dive a little bit deeper into this? Because I want to know, how do you stay at the forefront of technology while navigating the changing regulatory environment?
Just to give you an idea, what is normal, the logistic transportation in our sector is human driven. So you have staff
Mhm.
on one side to move, to load the truck, to unload the truck, to put into a storage. And normally, everything is human controlled. What we did was to create from the beginning to the end of the chain more than 10 digital controls. So we know exactly when the stuff enters, when the truck is unloaded, when the stuff enters into a storage, a frozen storage unit, when it's sold, when it's transferred, when the truck is. So all this kind of control allow us to have much faster transit time, much higher rotation, a lot less waste because the staff remains exposed to the environment in a very short timing, and this creates a lot of information for the flow. And also, we are now applying some algorithm when we see in the past that in a specific operation something is shorter, we can improve the process there.
Right. Thank you so much for that. Now, let's talk about how you embrace green policies. Sustainability is a driving force in today's business world. Uh, Alessandro, can you shed light on how CAAB integrates green industrial policies rather into its operations and environmental strategies?
Yes, in part, I already answered to this question. We start
Yeah.
using photovoltaic plant water waste in a very smart, in my opinion, in a very smart way inside our business model. We had also
Mhm.
we have been requested to give our advice to institutions locally and international level in order to improve some legislation on the matter. But I think it's a never-ending process. So every new law can create potentially a new opportunity for business improvement.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Now, BRICS expansion. BRICS nations are playing an increasingly important role in global economy. How is CAAB adapting its global strategy to embrace these changes and opportunities?
There is no doubt that BRICS were already, and more in 2024 with enlargement with Arabia, Ethiopia, Egypt, and Iran, they are becoming a significant part not only of the population, but also of the GDP in the world. So is really an actor that we have to keep into consideration in building our future strategy. With some of them, we have already operation. We have the operation in China, as I mentioned before, operation in Russia, in Arabia. But part of our strategy in next 3 to 5 years is to start exploring business opportunity with all of them.
Right. Alessandro, now I want to talk a little bit about your employees, your staff, the people you work with. Top talent is actually in very, very high demand. When we set up our operations also in China and in Jakarta, and right now we are also opening in Bangkok, we are all looking for top talent, people who really know, because we're not running a school, we're running a business. So we do not want people to come in and learn, but rather we want people to come in and hit the ground running.
Absolutely.
It's very important, because the last thing you want to hear when a staff leaves the company is say, "Thank you, I learned a lot, but we are not running a school, we're running a business." So what is CAAB's approach to attracting and retaining the best in the agri-food sector, and how does it contribute to the company's success?
First of all, I have to say that we have the luck to be in a territory which is very attractive. We are based in Bologna, which is one of the oldest university in the world that attracts a lot of talent from all around the world. We have the Bologna Business School that has for high degrees and post degrees and master, also a very attractive school for international students. We are in the middle of the so-called food valley and motor valley. We have Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini. So a lot of top companies that attract international people to come. What we do is try to create a maximum diversity inside our staff. We have people from Iran working for us, from India, from China, from Greece, from United States in the past. So we try to attract these people to enter initially working on some innovation specific project, which is something that at the beginning is quite appealing for the people and very interesting for the company. And later on, we try to give them opportunities and stimulus to grow inside the company locally and internationally, and which is very, very important for our development.
I understand, and I agree with you 100%. Now, Alessandro, final question before we go. Sustainability and innovation are intertwined at CAAB. Could you provide some insights into how these principles are interwoven into your business model to stay competitive in the evolving agri-food market?
Yeah, sustainability is already since 10 years one of the pillars of our business model. Everything we do, everything we change, we keep considering from the very beginning the impact of the sustainability. Even if it's not like that today, we know that in the future you will be requested to pay for the resource that you use. So we try to design from the beginning our strategy, our process, our investment in this direction. About innovation, we started 5 years ago to have a kind of incubator for startups in the field of agriculture. Automated agriculture is very important for the efficiency I mentioned before. We need to get the most from the resource we have. Agriculture and sustainability also we have inside aeroponic and hydroponic knowledge from some of the startups that could allow us to grow vertically instead of horizontally, so using better energy and soil. So all these kind of things together. And one important thing is that things are placed together. So if you have the vision, the people, and the ideas together, you don't know what it will happen later, but something good will. That's
Right.
my.
Thank you so much for your time, Alessandro. Thank you for sharing your valuable insights with us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And with that, we wrap up a captivating conversation with Alessandro Bonfiglioli, CEO of CAAB S.p.A. His perspectives on global food logistics, sustainability, and innovation have been truly enlightening. For those eager to learn more about CAAB and its pioneering work, please visit their website linked below. We encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more engaging discussions with prominent figures in the world of business. I'm Francis Michael. Thank you for joining us on The Chamber Guide. Stay tuned for more episodes, and until next time, keep exploring the dynamic world of global business. Take care.